this is Lady Boulay, and welcome back to Black American Lineage. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. And thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for what you do to support this channel. And so Donald Trump is running around trying to convince everybody that he's got this groundswell of Black American support. So he's in Michigan a few days ago, and they say 180 churches, and he had all of these black people supporting him. Now, do you see what I see? What does the congregation look like to you? So this article comes from the Griot, and it says, Trump at Black Church says immigrants are invading jobs for the black community, pitting disadvantaged groups against one another. Well, that's what Donald Trump does. He pits one group and another group and another group all against each other. He was at a church in Detroit, and I don't know what this 180 means. It says 180 church. I don't know what that means. It sounds like it's 180 churches, or maybe that's the name of the church, 180 church. But Donald Trump blamed immigrants for stealing jobs and government resources as he courted separate groups of black voters and hardcore conservatives in battleground Michigan on Saturday. The Republican former president also made several new baseless claims attacking the nation's voting system. He's still trying to win the 2020 election. I mean, really. But Trump's fiery comments on illegal immigration, long a staple in his unapologetic message, marked a connecting theme in downtown Detroit as he sought to stitch together a delicate political coalition at both a black church and a group known to attract white supremacists. So he's trying to appeal to both black people, descendants of slavery, and white supremacists. Now, who falls for that? Well, okay, maybe that's a great coalition. The people coming across the border, all those millions of people, they're inflicting tremendous harm to our black population and to our Hispanic population. Trump told a cheering crowd of thousands of conservative activists packed into a vast convention hall. They're not human beings, they're animals, he said later in referencing members of violent immigrant gangs. See, they used to call black people animals too, and they probably still call us animals. Actually, they do, because remember the crime bill? Hillary Clinton called black men super predators. A predator is an animal. So he's going to take white supremacist language that has been used against black people, and then tell black people that another group of people are animals, and you're supposed to vote for him based on that. Now, if he went to any other group of people talking about us, black Americans, and called us animals, and asked them to vote for him, they would not have a problem voting for him because he called us animals. But we have history with these people, and that is a cautionary tale. We have history with these people. Back to the article. Trump's diverse weekend schedule underscores the evolving political forces shaping the presidential election this fall as he tries to deny Democratic President Joe Biden a second term. Well, I'm telling you, you got witch on one side and the devil on the other. Few states may matter more in November than Michigan, which Biden carried by less than 3 percentage points 4 years ago. And few voting groups matter more to Democrats than African Americans, who made up the backbone of Biden's political base in 2020, But now, less than 5 months organized before election day, black voters are expressing modest signs of disappointment with the 81-year-old Democrat. Trump, who turned 78 on Friday, is fighting to take advantage of his apparent opening. His crowd was far smaller, but also warmly receptive when he visited the 180 Church earlier in the day. Derelict vehicles sat outside the modest brick building with Black Americans for Trump signs affixed. Rap music and barbecue smoke wafted from a pre-event gathering organized by the Black Conservative Federation Group. "It's a very important area for us," Trump told the church crowd, which included a significant number of white people, to be noted. He promised to return someday for a sermon. Don't hold your breath. He argued that the black community is being hurt by immigrants in the country illegally. So scare tactic, that's supposed to be a big scare tactic. These boogeyman immigrants are here to hurt you when you're looking at a real boogeyman. Trump offered a similar message later in the day while addressing the People's Convention of Turning Point Action, a group that the Anti-Defamation League says has been linked to a variety of extremists. Roughly 24 hours before the former president spoke, well-known white supremacist Nick Fuentes entered the hall surrounded by a group of cheering supporters. Security quickly escorted him out, but Fuentes created political problems for Trump after attending a private lunch with the former president and the rapper formerly known as Kanye West at Trump's Florida estate in 2022. Turning Point has emerged as a force in GOP politics in the Trump era, particularly among his Make America Great Again movement, despite the Anti-Defamation League's warning that the group continues to attract racists. And Candace Owens worked for this group before she went to the Daily Wire. So that's who she hangs out with. Numerous individuals associated with the group, Turning Point USA, have made bigoted statements about the black community, the LGBTQ community, and other groups. The Anti-Defamation League and International Anti-Hate Group wrote in a background memo. So Donald Trump has taken his show on the road to black voters in Michigan, and I don't doubt that he will be in other parts of the country trying to attract black voters. Everybody has to vote their conscience. I think we should vote regardless. Vote your conscience. But to try to make Donald Trump a much better candidate over Joe Biden is really, again, swapping the devil for the witch. So, neither one of them is the greatest candidate for America. But that's all we have. And so, you have to pick one and hope for the best. Okay, y'all, thank you for listening. Subscribe to the channel. And by the way, most of the people in that church were white. They were not black. So there's that. Well, anyway, y'all, thank you for listening and have a great day.